Alright everybody, welcome back to part 3 of Draqon Station of the Cursed King, and in today's episode we're gonna go spelunking inside of the case here, and hopefully we can find the crystal ball for Valentine down here, and yeah, that's my best Calderasha impression there, but yeah, hopefully we can find the crystal ball there and retrieve it for her, you know, since she asked us so nicely and all. Of course, once King Trode heard of her request, he pretty much forced us to come inside of here, but you know, that's besides the point. We're doing this out of the kindness in our hearts. So, yeah, for our first battle in here, we get to fight a couple of Krakis. Yeah, we have seen these guys before out during the night time in the Fairbury region, so yeah, nothing too special. There are some dangerous enemies in here, but you know, if you're under leveled, but the Drakis aren't particularly frightening. And here we have our first chest, containing a map of the Waterfall Caves, okay, or of the Waterfall Cave. There's no plural here. So yeah, we can either go left or to the right. Now I happen to know there are no chests on the left side, so we're just gonna stick on the right path here. And yeah, there are 3 chests in here, and one of those are gonna be a leather hat, so it's very important you don't miss this room. Let's see, a dancing devil. This is a new guy. Dancing devils can make you dance uncontrollably, like with a kind of curse attack, so that's about as bad as they get though. They just make you skip a turn, like, yeah, they make you skip 1 turn only. Like, they aren't really bad at all. They deal some damage, you know, around 2 to 3 damage at this point, but yeah, you know what, they're pretty weak. So, yeah, Tur increases to level 6, which is very nice. Lots of mana and HP, some strength, and he learns the evac spell, which is a really nice spell, but more on that in a sec here. Ooh, okay, so 3 more points. We're gonna put it all into boomerangs. And let's see here. Tur's boomerang skills improve. He learns basic boomerang combat techniques. The crosscutter throw. Now, unfortunately, the crosscutter throw is really bad, and I'll show you why it sucks so badly once we get to the boss of the dungeon. So yeah, more on that later. Let's see here, we have some men standing here. I came to look at the waterfall and I stumbled upon this cave. A waterfall cave, it's so intriguing. I was trying to explore, but I've gone and got myself completely lost. I mean, the exit is right behind us, my man, so you know what? Yeah, that makes no sense. I don't know why he's lost in here. There is literally 1 path to go. Holy heck, my man. Holy heck. He has worse... Yeah. He's worse at finding his way around than I am IRL. Like, I have very... Yeah, I very easily get lost. I have terrible... I have a terrible sense of direction. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Anyways, that's neither here or there. We got a Chimera wing just now, and a medicinal herb, and the leather hat. So let's go ahead and equip this on the hero here. Yeah, Yagis already has a leather hat, so no use giving it to him. And now we're gonna head on down to the 2nd floor of the dungeon, and we're pretty much halfway through here already, huh? And there we go. No new enemies, so I decided to cut that out, and yeah, once again, whenever something new happens or some new enemy appears, I'll show that off, or if I level up, but otherwise, if it's just same old battles, I'm just gonna start cutting. And yeah, there are no chests behind her. I know it looks like they might hide something, but yeah, I checked. There's nothing there. Oh, and here we have the mischievous moles. These, you know, are the most dangerous enemies in here. They can tense up or psych up, and if you fight 3 of them like this with a Mecha Mina, it can be really bad if you're under level, because the Mecha Minas will... Well, first of all, Mecha Minas have very high physical defense, and they can cast the Accelerator spell, yeah, as advertised. And if it does that on the moles and they get sped up, and you know, if you don't have enough damage, then they will just sit here and psych up, and if you can't kill them quick enough, you know, because you're under leveled, or if you don't have updated gear, then they're just gonna gang up and take you out before you know it. So once again, I would not come in here before level 4 at least, you know. Make sure you're at least level 4 if you wanna come in here and grind. You know, you do get very nice experience and gold in here. I cannot deny that. So, yeah. I actually never really try to grind in here. But yeah, I typically like to just fight out in the open and grab the copper monster coins, you know. I think that's much better use of your time, honestly. Alright, we won the fight, and you know what, let's go ahead and look at the layout here of this floor. Ooh, up ahead there we have a path to the left and a path to the right. The path to the left there is actually where the copper sword is. Yeah, I talked about that one earlier. So yeah, hopefully you didn't purchase one back in town, because you will get one for free here. And I believe I did warn you about that in part 2, I want to say. Ooh, the bubble slime dropped a moonward bulb here in this fight. And the fire spirit too. A vial of more Secor essence. Dude, that is a rare drop actually. The vial that is. Yeah, this here heals 60 HP. It's way overkill at this point in the game. Huh, these actually cost 120 gold later on in the game, so I'm just gonna sell it for 60 gold, I think. But yeah, that was pretty cool. 2 drops there. There is like a 0.78% chance of looting the Armor Secor Essence. Yeah, that's quite rare actually. I don't think I've ever gotten one from the Fire Spirits. I was talking about something before that fight, and that, well, nice piece of loot there, huh? And what the heck, you know what, cutting this out. The Dancing Devils are defeated. Okay, let's see here, we have this guy here. Well, well, you must be really brave to come up and talk to me like this. A man that looked like a peddler came along earlier, but when he saw me, he ran away without saying a word. Anyways, as you probably realized, you'll have to fight me if you want to go any further. What do you think? Brave enough for that, are you? Heck yeah. Really? You're that brave? That means you must be a good fighter. I know. In recognition of your bravery, I'm going to let you through. And I'll probably stop doing that voice. That was really annoying to do, or, you know, on my throat. Do you by any chance think I'm a bit of a wimp? Well, I am not, I tell ya. If you don't believe me, why don't you try your luck and fight me? Yes. Really? Then I suppose that's decided. Let's fight. A hammer who draws near. Yeah, this guy is actually pretty dangerous, but if you just attack him, like, head on, like, he won't survive more than 2 rounds of attacks. If you get unlucky though, he might score a crit and just take one of your guys out, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, see, when he does that, that's the crit attack, but he failed it. But yeah, he should be dead now. Oh my god, dude, please, just take him out. Thank you. You do get pretty good experience and gold though. Yeah, look at that, 22 experience. But yeah, okay, only 9 gold. I thought they would give more. And yeah, he's down for the count. Let's see. Let's use an herb, and let's have a chat with him. You caught me off guard. Ugh. But I suppose you won fair and square. Go on, you can pass. Ugh. Okay. You know what, just finish him off. Yeah, I guess. Curb stomp his ass. Well, with him defeated, let's see here. Yeah, now we're up to the fork here in the road. So yeah, let's just open up the map. Yeah, so we gotta head to the left here. However, there is a slime sitting right here. Let's have a chat with him. Guess what? This passage is a dead end. Do you believe me? No. Why not? That's so mean. Now I feel blue. Why don't you trust me? There's no point in me telling you anything. Have a nice adventure, you douche. Well, I'm sorry, bud. But yeah, there is actually a dead end up ahead, but the copper sword, as I already said, is there, so yeah, he's actually right. And here we have the skipper enemies. Skipper enemies probably hit for the hardest inside of here, like with the exception of the mischievous moles if they psych up. But yeah, these guys can de-accelerate you, and they will also hit for around 3 damage, I would say right now. 3 to 4 damage maybe. And yeah, they look pretty cool. Yeah, they have steel-plated shoes there. So yeah, I really like the way they are designed in terms of looks. But yeah, if you come in here, once again, under-leveled, you know, that goes for everything. Or yeah, I guess, but once again, if you're under-leveled and you're under-geared, if you don't have any defense, they are really gonna hurt you badly. And the fact that they cost the accelerate is pretty nasty. So yeah, they're gonna reduce your speed and then they're gonna have their way with you. But come on now, no more encounters. Can we just get in here and get our reward? Yeah, I really love this room too. Yeah, see, I think... Huh, is this the first room? Let's see. Cave level 1. Yeah, see, this is that room, but once you enter from the beginning. Huh. So if you look down from the ledge up there, you could actually have seen this room before. I should have tried and done that, but I didn't think of it. Okay, well, in here we find a copper sword. So, let's have a look at it. And, where did it go, actually? Yeah, a widely used sword made out of copper. Yeah, pretty nice. And also, did I explain? I already forget. Did I explain the evac spell? Yeah, as you can see down there in the tooltip, it allows you to exit instantly from dungeons, caves, and towers. So, yeah, we're not gonna cast it now. That would be, well, that would be really dumb, actually. So, but it's a nice spell if you're about to wipe, or if you don't feel like walking all the way out again. You can just cast evac, and you will be out at the entrance of the dungeon. So, yeah. You will always get that spell no matter what. You don't get it from a special tree or anything like that. So once you're level 6, you will have it. The Dancing Devils have been defeated. Now let's just head on back here. And I think if we talk to the slime again, he will say something different now. So you know what? Let's go ahead and try that. And then I think I should try and talk to Yangus. Wow, you got the treasure. Was it any good? I've been wondering what was inside that chest for ages. Yeah, I guess he has no hands. He can't... Yeah, he couldn't really check, poor bud. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for him. But yeah, we found the copper sword. Let's see. I forget something here. Oh, yeah, we still haven't shown off the cheese. I knew there was something I'd forget. We need to show off the cheese attack, my man. What the heck? I told you I was going to show it off in the last episode, but here I am forgetting about it, huh? Okay, well, I'm glad I remembered that. But yeah, let's have a chat with Jags here. Looking for the crystal ball is like looking for a needle in a haystack. How are we supposed to find a crystal ball in here then? We'd better go carefully here, Gov. Don't want to get ourselves hurt or nothing. Okay, well, I had hoped he would make a remark on what the slime just said, but no. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna check my map so I don't head the wrong way, and on we go, and I'm gonna cut this crap out. And there we go, the skippers are defeated, and... In the cutout there, I started chewing on some candy here, so... Yeah, I got some fudge stuck in my teeth, so I'll try and hide it, but I can't promise anything. This was a bad idea. There we go. Let's see here. We have a sign here. Waterfall ahead. No littering. Okay. I wonder who put that that freaking sign up. Maybe it was the Hindu man, you know, there in the first room. He came in here and he was gonna remove or change something about the sign, and then that hammer was blocking him off. Makes sense in my book. Okay, so... Yeah, we had another fight there, a fire spirit and a mischievous mole. Nothing too bad, so let's head on deeper here, and we're pretty much at the boss. I'm sure you can tell, but up there, dude... You know what, I'm just gonna keep talking here. Yeah, but up there, by the waterfall, we have the crystal ball right smack dab in the middle of it all. So, we're pretty much done here now with the whole dungeon. So, yeah. That's gonna be nice. I'm actually kind of hyped, you know, to get this, or to get over with this. The first dungeon and the first area and all is neat, but the game really, you know, this here is basically just a tutorial. The game doesn't start until after you're done here, so yeah, I can't wait to have defeated the first boss and move on over to the next town of the game here. And Yangs reaches level 7 just before the boss here. That's really nice. Only 2 HP and 1 MP, however 4 plus strength, that is quite nice. And 4 skill points. And let's see here, you know what, let's just put it all into fisticuffs, why not? And he becomes the village champ. Jagus learns the knuckle sandwich ability, which is really nice actually to have here. Unfortunately though, he only has enough mana to cast it once, so that kinda sucks. And I still haven't used the cheese. We gotta use the cheese, my man. Okay. And see, once again, I'm really glad we brought all these medicinal herbs, otherwise this would have been really bad. Really freaking bad. Okay, come on now. No more encounters, I just want to get to the boss. Nice, okay. So, we're gonna have some plot here, so yeah, I'll just shut up for a bit whilst these guys talk.
Surprise! Surprise! Meet Giza. I am the master of this waterfall. Oh, how long it's been. How many people have gone and come? 10 long years and more. I've waited 10 years, I tell you. All the time hoping for the left one. I mean, the right one to come. But enough with the introductions. Now, for the truement of Moose. Does this Bristol call, crystal ball belong to you?
If you answer no here, I believe he will just run down or, you know, swim away, basically. So, yeah, I'm just gonna answer yes here, even though it really doesn't belong to me.
At last we fit mace to mace. You half-wit human. Now I'll teach you a moron. I mean, a lesson you won't forget.
And with that, we fight the mighty geezer. So first of all, we mustn't forget to take control over Yagis here. Yeah, make him follow our orders. And for this fight, we're gonna go ahead and only have Tur psych up. And Yagis, he's gonna hit normally. And why do I do this, you ask? Well, it's pretty much pointless to psych up on Yagis because this guy has the Cursed Mist ability. And if he hits Yagis with it, Yagis is gonna lose a turn, and he's also gonna lose any tension that he has psyched up. So, yeah. Now, as you saw there, Tur is actually immune to cursed abilities and spells. So, yeah, he cannot get cursed by the boss here. That's just a passive ability that Tur has. So, that's why it's a good idea to psych up on him, because he can't get interrupted, and then you just have Yagis attack regularly. As such, and we're soon gonna show off the cross-cutter throw here. Don't worry, I haven't forgot. Unfortunately, though, I won't be able to show off the cheese in here. But, you know what? We'll show it off later, I promise. And this here is why it's so nice to have fisticuffs leveled up on Yagis, because, remember, he gets that 10 additional agility, which means that he will always be able to, or well, maybe not always, but typically he will be able to go before the boss and heal in case somebody is hurt. So yeah, it's really nice to have. And yeah, basically if he does that stronger attack on Tur, then Tur will be, well, you know, below 50% health. So that's why it's nice being quick here. But yeah, Yagis is just gonna be our heal bot here. I could try and attack here, but I'm just gonna heal. I think it's better, like, to respect this boss, in my experience anyways. He can very easily kill you if you attack too much. Yeah, see, if I hadn't healed the hero there, now Yagis is cursed and he wouldn't been able to heal, and yeah. You can see how it can turn bad very quickly. So, yeah, it is time now. We have 50 tension. We're gonna use the crosscaster. The crosscaster throw. Yeah. Yes, the crosscutter throw. Yeah. Take note of the damage here now on it. Let's see here. 57 plus 9 for a total of 66 damage. Next up, we're gonna psych up and attack him with a regular attack. And then I'll show you, or well, that will show you why the crosscutter throw is a really sucky ability. But yeah, this guy has about 178 health. As you saw just now, he can also use the Sis spell, and he can hit you with that, well, with his sharp claw attack, or he can hit you with his fins. So a pretty straightforward boss here. Nothing too special about him. You just gotta be careful. And did I suck up just now? There you go. And yeah, how many herbs do we have? Okay, so yeah, so we still have plenty. So there you go. I don't know if I said this, but the boss have around 170 health, so we should be about halfway done now. Maybe a little bit less, but after our next throw, yeah, he's gonna be close to dead. And that's nice. He didn't hit the cursed ability, or the cursed spell, whatever. Okay, suck up once more, and yeah, since everyone has at full health, we can just go ahead and attack. And let's see, 66 attack on the crosscutter throw, and now with the regular throw, ouch, yeah, see that attack hurts. Now it's nice to have the agility on the Angus. But yeah, from 66 to, let's see, heal up, 66 to, come on, 68. So yeah, that's the problem with the crosscutter throw. Like, you spend mana on it, and it deals slightly less damage than a regular toss. And yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with it. Like, seriously. I have no idea. And yeah, I knew I was about to be dead, that's why I didn't heal there. So, yeah. And by the way, to finish it off with the knuckle sandwich. Right in the noggin. But yeah, seriously, why, like, when you use that ability, like, on the very first target, it strikes twice, but the damage it does is so minimal, and yeah, like, even if there are a bunch of enemies out in the field, it still only hits the first enemy for 2 damage. Like, it's so stupid. So stupid. Anyways, let's not talk more about the crosscutter throw, it's just souring the mood here. 2 levels up to level 7, 5 HP, 4 MP, dude, that's quite solid, and a lot of stats. 2 skill points, and yeah, we're gonna put more into boomerangs. There's gonna be better skills and stat upgrades, so don't worry about it. And we also get a Seed of Strength, but, you know me, I'm sexist. I gotta save it for our third character.
Oh, my old wound. Ever since I got this, I've not been right quite. And it's all because of you. What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Then you're not the true owner of this crystal ball. No, the shame. So strong. Strong enough to withstand my fearsome might. You are no Tortune fella. Wait, could you be the waterfall rears many humors, you know? I hear that a castle called Draqon has been cursed. That it was overrun by thorns. And that only one person inside survived. He set off on a journey, leading a course and heart with a lone driver. As I thought, that was you! I don't know what you want with this crystal ball, but it's yours now. I accept the hands. Or is it defeat? One last thing. Should you meet the true owner of this crystal crystal ball, tell him this from me. Don't throw things in the forewater. So, where thee fell. Oh, the pain, the pain, the pain of my own.
Oh, that old geezer fella. So, yeah, right now we could just walk on out manually through the cave, but I can't be arsed to do that, so I'm gonna cast Evac. Now, if you don't have any mana left, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna have to either run around until the enemies kill you, or you run out of here manually, which would suck. But I have some mana, so just like that, we're outside again, and I think I will meet you back at Fairbury. And then I'm gonna rest up, and I will see you back outside of Calderasha's house there, you know, in the corner by the well. So, yeah, I'll meet you up there in a second. Alright, so here we are. I have rested up at the inn, and on the way back here, I realized we haven't talked to this guy in a while, and I said that I would come back here and revisit him from time to time. So, let's have a chat with him. You'll never guess what, some freaky monster managed to get into town, but we all managed to chase it away in the end. Wait a minute, you're the people who had read it! You with that monster! Whee! And there he goes again. It flies off. And yeah, the text was slightly different than before, and it will keep changing up, and it will get more and more ridiculous. Like, eventually he won't even be, you know, afraid of Trode anymore, but he's gonna find some other reason to run from you. It's quite silly. And you know what, we haven't talked to Jaggers in a while, let's have a chat. I feel a bit better now that we have got the job done. I mean, not nervous like... Wait, I feel a bit better now that we got the job done. I mean, not nervous like I was the last time we was here. Oh, okay. I suppose the job ain't quite done yet though, eh? Not till we hand on over the crystal ball. I was getting ahead of myself. Yeah. We need to get to Valentine. And yeah, she lives right over here. And I have actually not stayed at a church yet. You know what, I might not even use the church very much at all here in my Let's Play. You know, we have save states. Let's go ahead and use it one now here. Just for good measure. Although I guess, yeah, we should show off the church at least once.
I knew you would return before long. And it seems you have done as Valentina asked. You see, even with a glass ball, the great Calderasha's eyes see further than you realize. But you are meddling in matters that do not concern you, and you are wasting your time. You can bring back my crystal ball as many times as you like. I will just throw it away again. What? Don't throw things in the waterfall. It might open up an old wound. What on earth are you talking about? Enough. Listen to me. No one knows why I threw away my crystal ball. Even Valentina has no idea. I'm not about to confide in a stranger. Give it to me! This time I will smash it into 1,000,000 pieces, so it never finds its way back to me again!
Stop! Please stop, Father. I know. I've known for ages. I know why you threw away your crystal ball.
You know? So you know about your real parents?
Yes. And I don't blame you for their death.
Why not? How can you not blame me, Valentina? How can you not hate me?
Because you were just fortune-telling. Just doing what you do best. I was too young to remember, but you were once a truly great fortune-teller, weren't you, Father? No one knew where my parents had fled to, but to you, it was as clear as day.
Back then, there was nothing I could not see. The great Calderasha was known all over the world. I was walking on air. Fortune-telling was my life. It was my soul. I thought only of myself. Be they good or bad, I cared not who asked me to use my crystal ball. I lived for the vision.
It's all right, Father. You're a good man. You took me in and raised me, didn't you? When I was just a helpless baby. I want to see it for myself. I want to see the great Caldarasha in all his glory. I want to see your magnificent powers at work again, Father.
Oh, my sweet Valentina.
Valentine. All right. Well. Let's just head on down here now then.
So, you are awake at last. It is already past midday. You must have been exhausted. I must thank you and your friend. Look, I have put my crystal ball back where it belongs. Many years have passed since I gazed into the crystal like this. I have to thank you for returning it to me. What is this? Yes, I see it. I see it. There is a jester breaking through the southern checkpoint. Yes, the mists are clearing. And the same jester murdered Master Rylos. Yes, the mists are clearing. Can it be? Surely not. He has changed. But there can be no mistake. It has to be Master Rylos' former pupil, Dulmagos.
What? Gov, he said Dulmagos, right? That's our man. That's the evil magician you and the old granddad are after, innit? So where'd he go after that? What else can you deduct?
What else? Let me look deeper. Huh? What's this? Yes, no question. This is definitely my old crystal ball, but look here. It has been chipped. Huh. It must have hit something very hard to do this damage. And look, someone has scratched some letters next to the chip. What? Half-wit? Who's the half-wit? What ignorant lowlife would do this to my crystal ball?
You what? When I ask what else you could see, I didn't mean on the ball, I meant in the ball. Whatever. I'll come on, Gov.
So yeah, with that, we now know where to go. We gotta head for the southern checkpoint, which I have pointed out where it is before. But yeah, I'll show you again where it is. So yeah, there is something troubling you, I see. Come tell me. Yeah, I believe that you can come back to Caldarasha and talk to him whenever you want to know where to go next in the game. And yeah, he should help point you out in which direction to go. But of course you can also talk to your teammates, and you know, there are many ways to find out where you need to go next. And yeah, Caldarasha is very happy for our assistance, and yeah, he's also happy he's got back his crystal ball, so everything is hunky-dory here now. And I need to shut my blinder, I'm getting really distracted here. I can barely see. Holy heck. I heard all about it. Apparently Caldarasha was using a plain old glass ball this whole time. No wonder he wasn't having any luck. But now they say he's got his real crystal ball back at last. Young Valentina's over the moon. Yeah. Indeed. You know what? I would like to visit the pub and see if the bartender has anything to say, or the folks in here. And it's about time we shut off this episode then. We're closed during the day. What? Oh, you gotta... Oh my god, she's still paying more attention to Munchie than she is to me. Gosh darn it. Always glad to see a customer, but I'm afraid we don't open until the evening. You could amble around town until then or have a rest at the inn. You could get a nap in before evening. Okay, yeah. Nothing like a midday nap to get ready to booze through the whole night, you know? Awesome. Well, I guess, what else would you do in the Middle Ages? Or, you know, in the Middle Ages? In the, well, what is it called? Oh my god, I'm making zero sense. What else would you do back in these days? Well, basically the only thing they could do is booze. Booze and fight. Hey, how do you reckon, eh? Or what do you reckon, eh? There was that fire here the other day, and then that freaky monster turned up. Things ain't been quite right. Okay, I see he's still harping on about this. Earlier on, up on the second floor of the town, out during night, he was talking about there was a bad omen since we got here with the quote-unquote green monster, and now he's down here during the day and still complaining. But yeah, let's see. Up here, now let's talk to this couple here. How could anyone be so spiteful? The great Kaldurasha, they said, back to his former glory, so I asked him to help me find my ring again, but do you know what he said? He said even if I did find it again, it wouldn't go over my fat fingers, so why bother? That's twice he's insulted me now. What a despicable man. So yeah, that's a pretty funny little extra piece of dialogue you get if you come back here. Oh, you're the ones who came looking for Master Rylus, aren't you? Yeah, he was a strange one, that Rylus, right up to the end. I mean, what a way to go. I'm convinced somebody bumped him off. Oops, I never said that. What's that? You know who the murderer is? And you're going after him? I'm glad I'm not the only one who's blurting things out when they shouldn't. Huh. But yeah, I never mentioned this before, but the lady's ring here that's missing, you can actually find it in an upcoming town in the game, and if you then come back with it here, you can give it back to her husband, and he will give you a seed of wisdom for it. Now, here's the thing. I never tried to talk to her first whenever you have the ring. Like, if you give it to her husband, he won't be happy to see you come with the ring. So, yeah, like, he asks you... He asks you to keep the ring and not give it back to his wife. I don't really know why, but this time around I'm gonna try and give the ring to his wife instead and see if the dialogue changes. So yeah, let's see here now. We're gonna head on out to the southern checkpoint, but before we do, we're gonna buy some medicine. And yeah, we'll play a little bit longer here, and then I'll just make a save state and quit playing. And we also still gotta show off the Munchie cheese there. But yeah, here, let's do this. 4 herbs for Tude and 4 for Yang. So I'll cut this out, I think. Okay, there we go. 4 herbs each. So, now we're gonna head on out through the gate here. And yeah, we're just gonna walk to the southeast, I think the direction is gonna be. And yeah, I think we have some dialogue here.
So, what happened? Did you do what the young girl asked? Well? What? Domegas killed Master Rylus? The same Domegas we're looking for? That fiend killed his own teacher? And you say he headed south? Then there's no time to lose. We must go after him at once. Let's be on our way.
Okay, so I'm back. Sorry for the weird cut. As you can see, it's nighttime out here now. I actually started walking down towards the south checkpoint, but yeah, the sun glared so badly in my eyes that I couldn't see what the heck I was doing, so I actually had to run back here. And now we're gonna try this again. Yeah, I've actually flipped the blinders now, so it should be good. And yeah, there is one more thing that I want to show you before we head on over towards the southern checkpoint and progress with the game. We're gonna go ahead and use our holy water here. Yeah, I actually used one of these during the cutout there, and then I had to run back. But using a flask of holy water, now we won't get as many encounters. So Yeah, and I never showed you this. If you come out here of the south gate and you head on up here, there's gonna be a chest here somewhere. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, you see it? You can't actually open it right now. You actually need the Thieves' Key, I believe, in order to open it. You might actually need a better key. Oh, sorry about that. You might actually need a better key than the Thieves' Key in order to open it, but yeah, we'll see. I'll come back here once we have the Thieves' Key and I'll try and open it. There's actually there's an item in there called the Mini Medal, which, yeah, you need to stock up on as many medals as many midi medals as you can before a certain point in the game, because you can turn them in for some really nice equipment. So yeah, right now here we're gonna hug a left here. Yeah, we're not gonna walk on down towards the waterfall cave again, and yeah, we have been down this road once before. This here is the road that leads down to the red tree there, as you might recall. So yeah, we're gonna head on down there again, and then up ahead here there's gonna be a turn that you can take that leads to the right, and that's basically where the checkpoint is. But yeah, see how nice it is with the holy water. Down the road, like if you level up the fisticuff tree on Yangus, you will get a skill in there that will also prohibit us to get into random encounters, which is going to be very nice when we need to run around out on the map. And you can also get a skill for the hero that also prohibits random encounters. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get both of those skills. That is gonna help out a lot here in the YouTube format of recording and all of that. And yeah, as Calderasha said, somebody is smashing open the southern checkpoint, and indeed it has been smashed good. Busted even open. Busted open even. And 3 slimes here. What the heck? Get out of here. You. There you go. And once we cross this bridge, we're gonna face new enemies. And yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful up here. Yeah, it's a good thing we bought full bags of medicine again. So yeah, I can be a little bit reckless out here. And we also have plenty of mana to heal with, so we should be fine. And up here on this cliff, as you might have seen there, we have a chest. And I believe it's containing a bunch of, or a couple of earrings there. And these guys are also new. We haven't fought these types of Drakis before. These are actually quite dangerous. As you saw, they cast the Kazapt spell, and once you're Kazapt, they really start hurting, so you want to defeat these guys fast. However, they have a very high dodge percentage chances, so they are hard to hit. They typically likes to dodge your hits. So, yeah, if you can, use spells on them, but I don't have any. But the experience in gold is terrific. Yeah, to put it mildly, it's terrific here. And do you see that hole down there under the bridge? Remember that for later. There is actually a dungeon down there under the bridge, inside of that hole. But it's gonna not be relevant for another 30 hours or so, 40 hours maybe even. Yeah, but in that chest we got a pair of slime earrings. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Tyr because he needs defense, and we still have to use the cheese. Gosh darn it. Okay, in the next fight, I swear I'll use it. And as I said there during the boss fight, or after the boss fight, the Seed of Strength, I'm gonna save it for our third party member. Once again, because I'm sexist. I can't help it. Okay, I gotta stop making that joke. It's not... Yeah, just whatever. Not all that funny. Okay, so now we have a Fencing Fox and another Draki. The Fencing Fox, I believe, can use the heal spell. And they also have pretty high agility, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. Yeah, see there. I really love their attack animation. Looks really cool. But yeah, the attacking foxes can be quite dangerous together with Drakis here. Or the Drake mages. Yeah. Mainly because the Drake mages will cast sap on you, and then the foxes will strike at you. And I don't think there are any chests up here on the ledges. I'm pretty sure there aren't any. There are gonna be some further up ahead, but not back here. And we're also gonna be able to fight a new unique monster here soon. The... Well, what's it? I think it's called the Cowboy or the Bullfink, something like that. But yeah, if I try and fight that unique monster right now, he's gonna kick my ass. Ooh, okay, so looky here. The regular enemies inside of the Waterfall Cave are regular enemies here, and we also have a Bodkin Archer. The Bodkin Archers, well, yeah, they can use the Kabaf spell, which is mildly annoying at worst, but, you know, as long as you defeat them fast and don't let them stack a bunch of defense, then you should be good. Okay, well, you know what? You're gonna have to go. There you go. I love how when they fly out of their boot, you get to see their foot there for a short bit. Did you see that? They have a rinky-dinky foot sticking out. And what the heck is this sheep doing? Dude, I'm terrible at various noises of animals. But yeah, it's time we shut this episode off. Now that we have reached the town of Alexandria, we're gonna explore this piece of land next time. But we have a cutscene here first, I believe.
Halt! Who goes there? Don't waste your breath, scoundrels. I can spot bandits a mile off. This is for Alistair. Come on, Matt. Let's get him! Yes, sir, bangers. Prepare to meet your maker!
Alright, so, first of all, I love how the shopkeepers are just sitting there in the background. They just can't believe what the heck is going on here. And secondly, I'm sorry I had to load my state there. I'm lucky I actually made a save state when I did, but I got a phone call, so it couldn't really be helped, and I didn't want to interrupt in the middle of everything there, so, yeah. So, for this, you're just gonna fight them, and an old lady will come and save you. You know, the maiden comes to the rescue.
What on earth are you two rascals up to now? Stop it at once. Where are your manners? That's no way to welcome travelers.
Ow! Ow!
Didn't Miss Jessica ask you to run an errand for her? And here you are playing around.
I forgot!
You'd better run along before Jessica finds out.
Yikes!
I'm so sorry. They don't mean any harm. It's just that our village has been through a lot lately. Ask around for yourselves. You'll see. There's nothing wrong with the place, mind. It's a lovely village, really. Make yourselves at home.
How nice. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and save up at the church, and then we're gonna end this episode, and we're gonna explore this lovely little village in the next episode. So, yeah, hopefully that sounds great. Let's see here now. So yeah, I'll just show this off once, just so that we can document it, if you will. So this is how you do to save, or this is what it looks like. Just hit the confession, and pick your save card. And there is actually one funny / annoying thing here in this game when you save. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and press yes. And right after you have saved, be careful what button you press. So, let's see here. Do you intend to continue on your adventure at this point, my child? If you press back button, or the back button here, if you sit and mash circle on your PlayStation controller, you will actually just be sent on out to the menu screen again of the game. So you gotta stop up here and press X. And yeah, it's really annoying to get sent back out to the screen of the game, to the intro screen. I've done that many a times. And yeah, Jesus, we're up to 3 hours there. Huh. I think I only been playing for about, well, 2 hours in real time. Or, well, actually, no, no, wait, this is the third episode. We've been playing for 3 hours. I was thinking the time was hella mismatched there, but no, everything, yeah, just whatever, I guess. Okay, but either way, in the next episode, we're gonna talk to the townsfolk here, and there's actually a lovely young girl up here somewhere, which has a really funny conversation. Yeah, that's her right there. We're gonna talk to her. This here is actually her father. But yeah, there's gonna be some funny dialogue in this town, and we're gonna also be able to buy some cool new equipment, and then we're gonna head on out towards a place called the Tower of Alexandria. And there's gonna be lots of items to find out here, and yeah, lots of cool stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in part 4, I reckon.